Can't go down below the knee.
Quick snap. Dobbins, airborne, touchdown. MJ Stewart.
I would certainly consider putting the ball in Jackson's hands.
3rd and goal to the ground. Hill, touchdown.
I see Odell Beckham Jr. doing a little bit of dirty work, coming in there and trying to dig out the safety. With his explosiveness, he earned his right to carve himself a role in the offense. And now with no Dobbins, he gets a chance to show what he can do.
On 2nd and goal, Hill spins his way in. Touchdown.
They keep going off tackle to that right side here in the goal line. This time it's right here. Tough to run against this front. I would expect some sort of play action pass in their goal line sequence.
This is the rookie Jaleel McLaughlin, and it's a Sunday walk in the park for the rookie as Denver strikes first.
It also starts with just tremendous lead blocking. McLaughlin. So now that they're forced to bring somebody up, look for the Broncos to be more aggressive.
Give and take between these two staffs. Jack Del Rio, year 4, came in with Ron Rivera. And this has been one of the top statistical defenses in the league. Wilson's going to take a shot. Has his man. It's caught. Wide open. It's Mims. Touchdown. 60 yards from Wilson. Exquisite pass.
Empty formation with 2 safeties high. The matchups here, typically they're inside, trying to work on the inside backers.
Samaje Perine onto the field for the Broncos on 2nd and 6. Little sidearm delivery. 1st down and more. Touchdown, Brandon Johnson. And the Broncos pouring it on here in Denver.
Choice, but to go for it and try to get a touchdown out of this drive. You've got to keep Sam Howell in the pocket. Don't let him extend.
4th down pass to the end zone. It is caught. Logan Thomas.
And he took a shot.
Who took a shot. Kareem Jackson. My goodness. Logan Thomas somehow making the catch. And now the concern in the end zone on Washington's tight end.
And this one was as helmet to helmet.
Howell slinging it to the end zone. Was it caught? Yes, McLaurin, touchdown. An amazing catch by one of the stud wide receivers in the sport.
Again, delivers a strike. Now you're inside the 5-yard line. If you're Denver, you've got to keep him in the pocket.
1st and goal, Robinson, and he is in for the Washington touchdown. And the Commanders punch back yet again and have retaken the lead.
Well, really an easy pitch and catch. Now, he made it a little bit more challenging by throwing it behind, but again, what a grab right there. And it just seems like right now, there's nothing that Washington and Eric Bieniemy can't do right.
Sam Howell on the cusp of 300 yards passing in this game. 1st down and more. Robinson, and he Washington Commanders making their statement here in Denver.
I tell you what, one of these players, you got really bad awareness right here by the safety coming down. And you should have an extra player.
That right toe may have drug and touched in, and he does maintain possession.
All right, Gene, play is indeed confirmed. And now it's Hail Mary time.
But not in a typical Hail Mary formation.
Wilson looking for a miracle. Gonna gather, unleashes towards the end zone. It is deflected in the air, and it's caught! Brandon Johnson! And Denver's prayer is answered. They still need to convert the two. But my goodness!
Just hasn't been able to make a play on third down.
We crossed the 10-minute mark before halftime. Watson on first down, throwing towards the end zone. Wide open. Ford for the touchdown. First and goal from the 3. Ford looking for a seam, extends, touchdown! First career start for Ford.
Their front seven. Really credit the entire defense. They came to play today.
Play action from Watson's going to take a shot. Cooper wide open. Touchdown! Watson to Cooper for the knockout strike.
Spero, I'm sorry. It's bad defense. You want to follow up a big road win. Come here in your own house. You had a great first drive, but just so many mistakes inside.
Stroud, little sidearm delivery to the end zone. It's Nico Collins. And finally, Houston able to punch it in for 6.
Oh, it's just a simple play action pass on the goal line, and this is very difficult for Patrick Peterson. Stroud, Collins, they've gone out there and made plays on this drive. Watch the pass.
Play. Singletary's going to throw it to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz from Singletary. As Bobby Slowick goes into his bag of tricks.
Backers, and so there's still some of that communication, and you've seen some of that in their back end, creep up in this game. Their front has been able to mask some of that.
There's a pass, beautiful ball, Collins, and he's going to waltz in, touchdown.
This is the touch. This is such a beautiful throw and catch. This is as picturesque as you could possibly get. Nico Collins right now.
Let's send it back out to Spero, Adam, and Amanda.
Uh-oh. Here's a breakaway. Moss off to the races. Moss to the house. 56-yard sprint by Moss.
And how about that? 2 play action plays, 2 big plays down the field. Now you're inside the 20-yard line.
Tennessee's in business, trying to retake the lead. Little end around action. Spears into some open daylight. Spears inside the 5, and he's in. Touchdown. Boy, the electricity in this kid's game is something to watch. 19 yards, and Tennessee retakes the lead. Ali Cox, a kind of big staple of this offense last couple of years. Minshew gives. Moss still on his feet. He's in. And Indianapolis punches back. Boy, the Colts needed a drive, and Minshew leads them down the field.
Spero, I tell you what, really well done.
First and goal, Lawrence from the gun. Hands, Etienne in, touchdown. And Jacksonville answers back, and they've taken their first lead.
He is a slippery guy back there, but what a block. Anton Harrison, the rookie, right.
His 7th sack of the season. He's had 2 3-sack games, so Indy hoping that's not a bad omen here. This is Etienne. He's got some daylight. Etienne breaking free. He's going to score. And just like that, Jacksonville catches in. Direct snap, and Etienne bangs it in from 22.
I tell you what, Spero, you want to see something that just is really good stuff. Has that kind of chemistry with his quarterback.
It's like taking candy from a baby for a guy like Calvin Ridley, who comes in off of one of the best games of his career last week. Lawrence has it shot wide open. Christian Kirk, touchdown. And Jacksonville having a good old time at the Colts' expense.
That height that he brings to your offense.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence near side, touchdown, Brenton Strange. And the Jags pouring it on here in Jacksonville.
The big reason for that was because of his running ability in this part of the field.
Gardner Minshew in his old stomping grounds looking for a play right here. 4th down pass to the end zone. Caught Josh Downs. And finally, the Indianapolis Colts with their first touchdown of the afternoon.
Yeah, really a great route inside, and that's an easy throw to the short side of the field.
An Indianapolis team that just won 4 games all of last season. Handoff here. This is Moss. Touchdown. Arch, they needed a quick striking drive.
Yeah.
They get it. 3-yard rush by Moss. Conklin in the opener. And Kareem Hunt, dealing with a thigh injury, is going to play as Ford breaks one. Ford toting the rock to the house. And Cleveland throws down the gauntlet at the start. A 69-yard sprint by Ford.
Well, what a start for Cleveland. And they can do it with 4, or they can bring in extra pressure to try to get matchups up the field.
Hard snap count. Could be a free play here. You saw Garrett jump. Downs is wide open. Downs. Touchdown.
Offside. Defense, number 95. That penalty's declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
And the Indianapolis Colts punch back. 59.
But it appears as if he's going to get his touches in this game.
This is the kind of favorable 3rd down and distance that Indy's hoping to deal with today. 3rd and 2. Fake handoff to Moss. Minshew. Minshew in. Touchdown. What a difference a week makes for Gardner Minshew. as Indianapolis takes the lead.
This is the running back of choice here inside the 5-yard line.
And now Hunt, Wildcat takes a direct snap. Hunt bangs it in, touchdown. Boy, he knew he was going to get hit hard. Hunt taking one for the team, and Cleveland on the verge of tying this game.
Really nicely designed, because what they do, just keeping this defense off balance all first half.
Minshew the fake, cuts back, and he's in. Touchdown. How about a little Minshew magic here in Indy? And this back and forth affair continues. Long setback is Moss. Minshew from his end zone. Here comes Garrett. Football's loose. Who's got it? Cleveland. It's still loose. No signal yet. Touchdown. Tony Fields, as Myles Garrett just keeps on coming.
And that ball was out before the arm was coming forward, and they doubled. They had a tight end to help out on Garrett, and he just got in there so fast.
And they so desperately need that kind of production from Taylor. Taylor on the take, and he's in. Boy, the grease is hot. Jonathan Taylor starting to sizzle as the Colts get a little bit closer.
They've been able to answer it and make plays.
Gardner Minshew making his second straight start. Third of the season for the injured Anthony Richardson. On second down, he fakes to Taylor, fires over the middle, completes. Pittman breaking free. Pittman, Colts retake the lead. "75 yards.
Man.
And this crazy game continues. There is a flag thrown. Potentially a taunt on Pittman after he made his way in for the touchdown.
All right, Spero, there's a lot of good stuff if you're a Colts fan on this play.
Fans on pins and needles waiting for this call here from Sean Smith. Michael Pittman, who started the day 7th in the league in catches.
Is a touchdown. After the play, taunting number 11 of the offense. This is his first unsportsmanlike foul towards disqualification. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the try. We'll have a 1-point try from the 30-yard line.
Unbelievable. You just don't see missed tackles by this defense. Michael Pittman, the strength in him.
Here and on defense again, keep your eyes disciplined for play action.
Hunt, did he get in? Touchdown! Nick Harris once again as the fullback, opening up the hole, and Hunt bangs it in for Cleveland.
It's an offense like the Dolphins.
First pick of the season for Duggar, and he's got New England in business.
Well, first, you got to be able to protect and give Jones a chance to throw the football.
Jones on 3rd and 4, over the middle, it's caught! Kendrick Bourne, and he strolls in, touchdown! Mac Jones dropping a dime, 24-yard strike, and Bourne does the rest.
Oh, Spero, what a great job. This is the type of running back that Mike McDaniel likes. These underdog guys that have had to grind and prove themselves.
Some more misdirection. Tua slinging it to the end zone. It's caught. Tyreek Hill. Brilliant pass from Tua, and Miami strikes back. Miami, by the way, #1 red zone touchdown percentage in the NFL. Trying to punch it in here. Second down pass. Tua, Cedric Wilson, touchdown. Boy, you give them so many chances, they're going to make you pay. As Miami takes its first lead. First down, goal to go for Miami. As this offense had complete command, Mostert waltzes in, and they build on their lead.
It was really a nice job of game planning. You're going to see Pepper.
4th and goal from the 3. Jones near side, it's caught. Juju Smith-Schuster. And the New England Patriots still alive. They've cut it to 8. Brand new game with 8:30 left in regulation.
Being a turnover.
All right, we appreciate Gene popping on for us. 3rd and 1. As they play from the 31-yard line. Tua fakes over the middle, wide open. Waddle's going to waltz in. 31 yards on the catch and run. As Miami tries to turn out the lights on New England.
Rated by their front in the NFL.
11th play of the drive for the Browns that began at the Arizona 49. On 2nd and 9, Watson looking, pass deflected, high in the air, and it is caught. Cooper, touchdown.
Oh, does that remind you of a play? Down territory and plan on running the ball once. If you don't get it close, run it again. Or do you trust the passing game?
Watson delivers, caught. Njoku, touchdown. Second longest active streak in the NFL. Incredible.
It is not easy to shut a football team out, but
this is
7
Hunt.
minutes.
Punches it in. Touchdown. He had a cavalry in front of him. And it's 26-0 Cleveland. Arch, this is like 1940s football.
Yeah.
Heineke takes a snapshot of the defense after his 11-yard run. 3rd down and goal. Fires end zone. It is caught. Scotty Miller. Touchdown. And he was wide open.
Well, this initially, he in the red zone uses his legs to get positive yards.
1st and goal. Robinson cutting to the outside. And the Falcons build on their lead. The Tucson kid coming back home. By in New York. All the scores and highlights for Verizon Halftime Report. Arthur Smith, Jonathan Gannon, those 2 years together, same offensive staff in Tennessee, 2 old buddies doing battle 14 seconds. Cardinals 3rd and 1 here. One timeout. Murray keeps it himself. Sneaks in. Touchdown. Kyler Murray, the sleight of hand. Everyone handy on plays like that. So they're going to mark the football down at the 1-inch line.
I believe that. Yeah.
Clayton Tune, the rookie quarterback, has come in. Potential touch push here. Boy, it looked like he bobbled the snap. Tune, there is a penalty flag thrown near side of the field. So all kinds of stuff happening on this play. Second time we've seen Clayton Tune come take a snap so far.
Offside. Defense on the nose tackle. That penalty declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona. And it's the
Plays when they've been in the red zone this season.
You have to think you're in 2-down territory at this point. Ritter fakes everyone out. Ritter, and he's in. Touchdown. Arch, you called it. Watch that play potentially. Ritter on in relief of Taylor Heineke. And he's brought Atlanta back in front.
Gives Jacksonville another chance. Again, they like to run corner routes to the short side of the field where Jones and Ingram are.
Lawrence back in the end zone. Ridley over the shoulder catch. Touchdown.
Quarterback keeps it, but really, that really hasn't worked out for Trevor Lawrence this season.
Travis Etienne lines up at the top of your screen. Lawrence instead looking left. Evades the initial sacker. Lawrence gonna run for it. Lawrence, end zone, touchdown. There's some of that open field running ability from the quarterback. And Jacksonville in complete command.
Be happy today, guys.
Yeah, man, he's starting to put some things together for this offense. One of his bigger days of the season so far. Lawrence fakes the handoff again. Little off-balance throw to the end zone. It's caught, and it's Ridley again. Trevor Lawrence slicing him up. 20-yard strike, and Ridley with over 100 yards through the air.
I don't know what to say.
Here's Henry, Wildcat. They get it back to Levis. Levis going to put some air under it. Towards the end zone, it's caught. Hopkins, touchdown. So Tennessee with a little bit of a magic trick. 43-yard strike from Levis. And finally, the Titans on the board.
You can only play who's on your schedule, Spero, and there's no doubt that Jacksonville is a good football team.
Little option play. Lawrence, is he in? Yes, he is. Second rushing touchdown of the day for Lawrence. And Jacksonville pouring it on against the Titans.
Yeah, Tennessee on the ball.
See Simmons again lined up offensive backfield. They're going to throw to him. Simmons makes the catch. And he's in. Touchdown. And the big fella showing off some moves.
When you see this, tell me, how in the world do you see a hole or anywhere for Jonathan Taylor to run through on that last play?
That's what he does. Taylor looking for more. Taylor spins his way. Touchdown. Boy, that two-play sequence right there. Vintage Jonathan Taylor.
Well, this is, when you look, he and Devin White are one-on-one in the hole. When you see, led by Vita Vea, so again, you have to get creative if you're going to find a way to get into the end zone.
It's Pittman in motion, 3rd and goal. Minshew rolling out, looking. He's going to run it for it, and he's in. Touchdown. Minshew. Minshew gives him the little shimmy shake, and he is dealing for the Colts. Every scoring play subject to automatic review. Wild catch by Durham, the rookie 5th-round pick out of Purdue. 1st and goal. Mayfield puts a man under it. Wide open is Evans. It's a touchdown if it stands. We'll check the flag here. That gets some of the Buccaneer fans here in Indiana their seats. Here's Cleve Blakeman.
Offside. Defense number 93 lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty's declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are right back in it. Brand new.
That 3rd and 8, and then that throw on 4th and 10. Really nice.
Mayfield doing everything he possibly can. Mayfield throwing towards the end zone. It's caught. Evans, touchdown. And the Buccaneers punch back yet again as Baker puts him on his back. A 23-yard strike.
What a move at the line of scrimmage to jump to his left and almost get himself a touchdown.
Colts trying to make it a 2-score lead with 7 and change left. Taylor, touchdown. Dennis had a shot, but Taylor just too slippery. So Indiana all tied at 3 as we begin the 2nd quarter here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Baker faking the handoff, taking out a tackler, and he bangs it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. Boy, Baker Mayfield, the ultimate gamer, taking one on the chin, and they turn the Davis. It's Kevon Merriweather stepping in now on the back end of that defense. Ritter taking a shot near side, it's caught. Touchdown, Kyle Pitts. Just a dazzling pass from Ritter as the Falcons punch back. Reunited here with Ryan Nielsen, whom he played for with the Saints. 3rd and 9. Mayfield goes to the check. This is where White has been so dangerous. White's got it. 1st down and a lot more. White, touchdown. 31 yards on the catch and run. And Rachaad White builds on Tampa Bay's lead.
Really, this is a great play call against 2-man. This time it's Robinson, and then here you go, Atlanta with a chance. Watch the zone read.
This is Robinson, and he's in for the touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a dynamic rookie runner, picking the Falcons up off the mat. Brand new game. Ritter faking the handoff. They weren't fooled, but Ritter makes a play nonetheless. Desmond Ritter showing the wheels. And he leads Atlanta back in front.
Well, you can't.
In Los Angeles, does he have some magic up his sleeve here? Again, the winner of this game takes sole possession of 1st place in the NFC South. 35 seconds. Mayfield to the end zone. It is caught. Otten, touchdown. There is a penalty flag thrown at the 1-yard line.
Could be defensive holding.
Before the pass was thrown, holding defense number 27. That penalty's declined. Touchdown.
Baker Mayfield has done it again. He has led his team back as the Buccaneers have retaken the lead 28-25. A lot of agreement between you and Gene. I like when you disagree more.
Me and Gene, like,
On the same
we
page.
share the same brain, yeah.
Levis keeps it himself, and he bangs it in. Touchdown. Boy, the confidence level of this young quarterback, you can feel it rise every single week. There is a flag thrown.
Offside. Defense, number 25. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
So to me, it looks like Levis improvises a little bit because he sees this is a zone read. Have yet to see Dalton Schultz get involved. He's lined up as the the second receiver to Case Keenum's right.
Keenum looking for a big play. It's picked off. Intercepted. Elijah Molden. And it's going to be a pick six. First interception of the season. The Houston Texans on 3rd and goal. Keenum towards the end zone. It's caught. Noah Brown. Touchdown. The Houston Texans coming to Nashville without their young studded quarterback C.J. Stroud. And Case Keenum has them right there. 1-point game.
Just sack. And then a missed block on punt team that leads to a block punt to set up the Jets. I don't think I've ever seen this poor of a start from a football team in a long time.
It has been ugly. Simeon on a crossover to middle. It's caught. Jason Brownlee. A Sunday stroll into the end zone. And it is all Jets here at the start.
Really a good play call and gets hit at or behind the line of scrimmage. The offensive line has had a big reason why this running game has stalled.
Here is Hall, shot out of a cannon, and he will score. A 36-yard sprint, and it was Jeremy Ruckert opening up a hole for the young star running back.
To turn this into a touchdown. This is their best opportunity this game to get back in this game.
Jets will have the football to begin the second half, so it puts even more onus on this one for the Commanders. Rodriguez taking on tacklers. Rodriguez chiseling yardage. Touchdown. How about that effort? The rookie kept on churning those legs. It's a 12-yard touchdown. So the high snap by Tippmann, the turnover by the Jets. One play.
That's the natural result.
Jets go 6 offensive linemen on 1st and goal. Hall looking for a seam. Breaks a tackle. Bounces to the outside. He extends, but it appeared as though now they're going to say touchdown.
He might have got it.
Boy, they ruled touchdown. Was he inbounds? You saw him reach around with his right arm in the football. What maneuvering by Hall. And we'll see if this one sticks. Khaleke Hudson. They put like
Vaseline
hair product.
Vaseline on the t-shirt. No.
Those jerseys are a little loose. You want to give the defender anything to hold on to. 3rd and 12. towards the end zone. It is caught. Logan Thomas for the Washington touchdown. So the Commanders punching back. How about Jacoby Brissett? 3 drives over the past 1 week.
Because they just cannot keep their hands on it, offense or defense, and special teams.
That's their 4th drop in this game. Handoff here, Rodriguez, and the Washington Commanders keep coming. They were down 20 at halftime. They have cut this thing to 7 with 9.
Run the ball well when you've been under center.
Instead, it's Gibson, and he pounds it in. Improbable. The Washington Commanders look dead in the water. They were down 20 at halftime. And Jacoby Brissett, 3 drives, 3 touchdowns that he has led in this second half. And the Commanders.
Everybody else in your skill position group are young players.
Pitch play here to Etienne. This is going to be a first down and more. Etienne off and running. Breaking a tackle. Etienne, touchdown. No flags. 62 yards as Etienne takes the Rock to the house.
Boy, was that needed or what? Game. They've got the run game. Their defense has been exceptional, and Beathard has taken care of the football.
First and goal. Etienne extends. Football came out.
I think it's out.
Boy, it looked like the Panthers had a shot at it. Have to get a look at who it was. They just tried to scoop it rather than fall on it. And Jacksonville somehow
playing a lot of snaps. You just want to play sound and with good technique.
On third and goal, football comes loose. Kansas City has it with Edwards, and he's off and running. Edwards has a blocker, and he's going to take the Rock all the way back for a Kansas City touchdown. 97 yards. It was Charles Omenihu who knocked it loose. And what a turn of events.